Hello. Good evening. Good evening indeed. The very much best of good evenings. All the good evenings that can be had, or something. It is a good evening. Ah, it's Death Stranding. Death Stranding Director's Cut on PC. Not going to get too much of a deep dive here, as I say in my description, because I've not played much Death Stranding, the original, in a long time on PC, so I can't remember what's different at all. It's been a bit. So I can bear. I haven't even looked. I don't really care enough about this release technically to even remember like what the differences was between the director's cut on. Oh, hold on, right, let's echo. Director's cut on PS5. It's whatever. I think it added like better quality. Some shadows and stuff. It's whatever, you know. You'll get your Digital Foundry stuff and whatever. I just want to talk about what I've seen that's different and just play a bit and vibe before I get back into the game. Probably in the summer once the Intel XeSS, whichever way you want to pronounce it, comes out. But yeah, the video options, graphic options are basically the same. So not much has changed there. So you have your new content. You've got Dualsense support. I'm using a Dualsense controller. I'm using one of the new ones that has the better triggers and all that in. And so that's exciting. Automatically recognizes Dualsense as well, which works out really well. One issue I do know is there's still some problems with ultra wide support. In which case they've actually added 21.9 support. Or at least 21.9 support. I don't know if it's the same in the original. I've just seen people talking about it, so I don't have an ultra-wide monitor myself because I'm just running flat 4K. The 21.9 support is 3360 by 1440, and that is exactly 21.9, but actual ultra wide monitors are like what 21.3 to 21.5 to 9. So depending on what resolution you go at, so like you'll get some like 40 pixel black bars along the side or something like that, which will mess things up a tad, which is unfortunate. This hasn't completely messed up my thingy, has it? No, it hasn't. Everything's still full screen. Right. That's that out of the way. Let's hop in, shall we, and have a little goose, have a little gander, have a Google. I know that you can still change in the audio settings. You can still change the default device, but I don't know which is the device for which is my sound device for the Dualsense, because it doesn't show up as like a Dualsense in the thing. So I'm guessing that I can put the speaker of BB through my controller, but I'd need to figure out which is which, seeing as it doesn't seem to play any noise whenever you switch between them. So I don't know if you can do that or not. Maybe you can. Who knows? You'll find out yourselves in the future. All right, let's hop on in. It won't be too long in this tonight. Just want to have a gander, have a Google, have a delivery session, and vibe with some music. Got our HDR options, so HDR same as before on PC with just your on or off with a luminosity setting, and basing it on what you see in the background. So, you know, trying to tune it for being able to see as much detail in the clouds as you want. I'm just gonna leave it on default because I'm gonna assume it's tuned to HDR 1000. So, never had a problem with HDR. HDR in Death Stranding's always been quite decent. A lot of things about this game are quite decent outside of the game itself, but you know. It must be still something there if I'm being willing, if I'm like still getting myself drawn to it all the time. Just I want to go through it at some point. I do. I want to like actually play through everything, overcome the absolute fucking turds of dialogue and everything that I played through, and experience some of the later stuff. Still hate the battles and that. Just, you know, just generally just delivery and exploring is all I want. If just give me a Euro Truck on feet. So yeah, still got the higher level of dooms than Cancer, Pisces, Cetus, Delphinus, and Gygas. So hi Laws, how you doing? The tech boy is here. Hope you're doing well.
Oh my god, we're gonna see together! We're gonna see Muse together!
That's my one Muse mention of the night. That's it. No more mentions from me. I really like that Kojima Productions introduction. It's very cool. The rope along with the stick are two of mankind's oldest tools. The stick to keep the bad away, the rope to use to bring the good towards us. They are our first friends, of our own invention. Wherever there are people, there were the rope and the stick. From Koba Abe's Mama.
Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave birth to time and space. Once there was an explosion. A bang which set a planet spinning in that space. Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion.
Rain, heavy blows, dirty eyes, sweaty clothes. The routine that I've learned to understand and know. Play my tricks, fragile mind, rest your head on me. Shut my eyes, I'm not here. There must be some mistake. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious. Don't be so serious.
No. Great. Fuck.
To this day, I'm still really a huge fan of Fragile's umbrella. It's a really nice umbrella, and I quite love it, to be honest, so... This game still looks so good. It's amazing, though, that, like, what Koji Pro did with the Decima engine compared to, like, what... I know that Guerrilla Games handed out the port of Horizon Zero Dawn to another studio, but, like, it's still kind of funny how Koji Pro did such a tremendous job with this engine and porting it to PC versus what actually ended up happening with the official video game release of the game that the engine was used with from the official team. So it's mad. At least Horizon is working better now. I still think this runs better than Horizon. Horizon still has a little kind of a few little quirks with loading performance and that kind of stuff versus what this is. But like, this is what I want on a PC port. And again, I know that ultra-wide supporters are going to be quite annoyed by like how that works and how they've done for like how people asking for 21.9 support got literal 21.9 support rather than the 21 point whatever fractional for actual actual stuff. But yeah, it's this game runs so well, works so well, they've implemented stuff so well. They're going to have all three types of upscaling, of major future upscaling involved. It's say what you want about Hideo Kojima, but his teams always do great tech and always do interesting use of tech, and I love that about him. And I love that about his team so much. Even looking back to like Metal Gear Solid 1 and even then the Metal Gear Solid 2 especially, with like the ice cubes that would like realistically melt and stuff. Madness. Top lad, that Kojima. Even if he is a bit weird. I still love her spiked jacket as well. Chris Jericho, eat your heart out. only Kojima, like.
I think they're gone. What the hell? Didn't mean to grab you so hard. Tears. A chiral allergy. So, you have dooms, like me.
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
What's your level? You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Level 2, then.
What are you doing here?
Trying to stay dry. Same as you. Time falls let up. My name is Fragile.
Yeah, I've heard of you.
That right? Sam Porter Bridges. The man who delivers. You want it? A crypto byte a day keeps the time fall away. Wanna come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
Yeah, I thought Fragile Express had plenty of people.
Plenty of traitors. Not much left of us now, save for a few honest folks. And on top of that, not much left of me either. Got soaked from neck to toe.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries, that's all.
This is Bridges Central Dispatch. Freelance contractor Sam Porter Bridges. Receiver is standing by for drop.
Headed into town. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The time full fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
So yeah, well, not much has changed. I have just wanted to go through the cutscenes anyway, just because of, like, I love looking at them. I feel that the artistic approach they took to the engine, like, it's obviously a lot more realistic than what Guerrilla have done with Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West. But I much prefer, like, the look of the subsurface scattering and all that involved and everything else. It looks so good. And I think that, you know, it's just a very satisfying look compared to, like, some of the animations on from what you get in the Horizon games are quite lacking. And then, of course, like, the PC version had the issues of the animations not working properly. Now, one of the big changes with this release is it does come with a default DLSS that works a lot better. So the crypto bytes rising up were the victim in this game of the typical particle trails that will be left behind whenever any sort of like little thing would move around, and then the DLSS algorithm wouldn't know how to deal with it in 1 something or other in the original, like an early 2.1 in the original Death Stranding. So like, you know, you just have a full trail going up. So it would look interesting, and if you didn't know any better, you'd think it was like the artistic intent. But like, you know, you just have that full trail going quite a long bit from the crypto bios. But that is completely gone with the default DLSS that is installed with Director's Cut, which is 2.3.7.0. I know that you, like with the original version, you had to over-install. I think most people chose the Rainbow Six Siege 2.2 DLSS update to get rid of particle blur and particle trails. But you know, don't need to do that anymore. So that's a plus. Here, little crypto bio. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that's it, Sam. You fall everywhere. Yeah. Game still runs really well. It's still like almost any system can knock it out of the park, and then if you throw in DLSS with an RTX card, like it's ridiculous. So again, that's another reason why I'm intrigued to see how Intel XeSS runs with this engine, with this game, with it already being so well optimized for like every piece of PC hardware. I'm intrigued. I'm interested to see how things run then with the Steam Deck and all that too. Like this is definitely a high point in the past 5 years for PC ports. It's ridiculous how much of a great job that Koji Pro did. I mean, this should be the standard. This should be what you expect, and it was getting that way. This is like the bare minimum of what you would get from PC ports, but like especially in the last 2 years, 3 years, even before COVID now, things have fallen apart for PC ports, and it drives me insane. Especially with DX, a lot more adoption of the DX12 API and low-level APIs, and developers not knowing how to run with that properly. But this uses DX12 and it runs really well. So again, Koji Pro did a lot of work that other companies just haven't done or haven't been able to sort out.
Don't be so serious. 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 Don't be so serious.
All right, Sam, get up there. Come on, let's go. That way, is there? There we go. Safely to the other side. I remember the last time I tried to climb across with the PS5 release, I ended up washing down the river in very hard mode because I forgot now that you really needed to take as many rocks as you could to get across. let's go get this other piece of cargo. Still no real use of the triggers yet. I know that it only seems to come in whenever you get like a really heavy load, but the vibrations are nice. I can't remember what the vibrations were like on the PS5 release in general. I mean, it doesn't feel as informative as like what you get from the rumble features. It doesn't feel as informative as like the terrain rumble that you get in like Astrobot and even Gran Turismo now and a few other games. GTA 5 with their next gen release also has a pretty decent feel for trying to like add immersion for like especially road texture and road surface while driving through. But I mean, this feels alright. I might actually download the PS5 version again just to have a feel and see if it is similar. At the moment, it's just a rumble. It doesn't feel like it's like, oh, here you're on a bit more rock for that like slide, or you're on a, you know, you're on mud or soft land or something like hard fucking clay or something. I don't know. Let's get this last bit of thing. Get on to the next set of cutscenes and have a good look. See if there's anything else that DLSS has changed. Oh, wait. Yeah, still no trigger stuff.
Beginning scan. Cargo verified. Thank you.
That's the triggers aren't working? I do have Steam input put on, but that's been a bit hit and miss, so maybe you need to disable Steam input. I'll have a look at that another time. I forget which game it was I was playing recently that required Steam input to be turned off for DualSense features to actually work. Holding down buttons. Hold down square. When you see the hold down square button, you will need to hold down square. Try holding it down until the delivery terminal responds. Note that you will also need to hold down buttons other than square. For example, when you see the hold down left button, you will need to hold down left button. Thank you. Okay. Make delivery. Deliver requested cargo. Okay. Wait, hold on. Right, so deliverable. It's all deliverable. Okay.
Delivering cargo.
What took you so long? It's not like the legend to come in late.
Had to wait out the storm. Lost my bike.
Sounds like you've been through the ringer. Luckily, our goods are in perfect condition. Well, you did keep us waiting, but everything else seems to be in perfect order, so great work. We'll be awaiting the next delivery.
I can't remember if the holograms were that low frame rate before. Probably were, I just don't remember, but that's interesting. I am also using it, I'm also smoothing out frame times with RTSS as well, so I doubt that would have an impact, but, you know, worth noting just in case it's different. 1.5 kilometers, what a good time. Love getting an S rating. 191 likes as well, excellent. We all love a good like, hint hint. Let's just skip on through. Yes, getting all the likes here. There we go, 401 likes. Sam's really going to beat the algorithm with all this. There we go. Get to see all our lovely stats improve.
Special commission for Sam Porter Bridges. Priority 1.
trails or ghosting on the vehicle either. Very nice.
Igor, Bridges Corpse Disposal. Sam Porter, I presume? Right. Not the touchy-feely type. Document said you had some kind of phobia.
Bridges corpse disposal? What happened?
Look, gotta get a move on. I'll explain as we go. Come on. Come and take a look. He's got a date with the incinerator.
How long since he flatlined?
We don't know the exact TOD, but I'd say it's been upwards of 40 hours.
He wasn't quarantined.
Not sick. This is a suicide.
Oh, Jesus.
We're just lucky we found him at all. Got him on ice ASAP, but who knows when he'll go necro.
Where you taking him?
Closest incinerator's to the north.
This route's crawling with BTs. Sure you can't use another?
I wish I could, but there's no time.
Then just burn the poor bastard right here.
You put all that chiralium in the air so close to town? Can't do it.
Better that than trying for the incinerator.
Hey, we can do this. We just need someone like you with dooms.
Well, he's already in the first stages of necrosis. If we don't hurry, this place is a crater.
So how about it? Can we count on you? Then Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
Sam. Just Sam. And I can't spot BTs. Just sense them.
That's why we came prepared.
A bridge baby, huh?
With its help and you, we'll be able to stay one step ahead of them. Makes me feel like shit every time.
Well, you are plugging into the other side. Freaks me out too.
Roll out!
One of the 5 million produced and directed by screens for Hideo. Javerches, yes, Lauren. Javerches.
Well, the world was different when I was a kid. America is a country. Anybody could go anywhere they damn well pleased. No need for couriers like yourself. We had highways, airplanes. Hell, you could even visit other countries. Hard to imagine it now. As you can see, the Death Stranding poked us full of holes. Fucked us beyond all recognition. And if you were lucky enough to survive, the timefall came and washed you away. And those freaks from the beach. Worlds of the living and the dead all mixed together. And that's when folks started pulling up in the cities. Couriers like yourself got put up on a pedestal. Son of a bitch. Rainbow!
How much further to the incinerator? This guy's about to pop.
Shit. We'll have to cut to the BTs. engine stalled.
Those assholes got us right where they want us. Get us out of here.
Sam, can you see anything?
No, nothing.
This BB must be busted or something.
I think it's insane how like his chin didn't get hit with rain there, and with the time fall, but you know. Probably some sort of in-world explanation that I haven't seen yet about like an extra force field around the hood or something.
They're here. I can't get you out!
bridges falling down, my fair lady.
you hear me? Steady.
Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion. An explosion that will be our last.
It's ridiculous how good of a setup this game had just for it all to go where it eventually ends up going, but like they got good traction out of this opening, out of all these opening cinematics for what it ended up being in like the E3s and all that. Like again, like you can see where the good stuff from Kojima comes from. It's to the point that it's why I want to like play through and see the story for myself fully from like wherever I left off, like fucking like 25-30 hours in from the PS4 Pro version, and also hope that things are a bit tighter and more put together next time. Combine that with the great tech, combine that with the great super tech, and ain't nobody like Kojima, for good and for bad.
Oh, you're awake. So, how does it feel to be back in the world of the living? Don't worry. I'm a doctor. Well, a coroner, originally. Call me Deadman. I'm well acquainted with the dead. Not like you, of course. Contrary to the name, I've never actually died. I would advise against that. I'm no expert, but I can assure you it's for your own protection. See?
So I'm a prisoner.
These aren't handcuffs. They're cutting-edge devices that keep us all connected.
Us? Oh, us.
Yup. Bridges. Humanity's best hope for the future. Or avoiding extinction, if you prefer.
Right. Where am I? What time is it?
Watch me. Try pressing it against your skin, like this. Relax. That just means your body's got a good connection to the cufflink. Look, look. The cuffs will watch over you 24 hours a day. That is to say, we will. We're here to help.
What the hell? 2 days?
During that time, we took the liberty of collecting fluid samples from you. You're a repatriate. That makes you very special.
What happened to the CD guys?
Central Knot was obliterated in the Annihilation. Game over, man. place is a crater. The only ones to get it continue were you, for obvious reasons, and your broken bridge baby.
Is it all right?
It's been marked for disposal. Didn't work anymore. Why keep it? We lost everyone. Not just corpse disposal. My team, HQ, all of Redefort, every soul in Central Knot City. We're at our base, in Capital Knot City now. Or should I say, our new headquarters. Sudbury seemed the logical choice. But our implementation team has been decimated. And there's only so much they can do in 2 days. Things here are a mess. Fortunately, the director and his support team were out of town at the time, so the chain of command remains intact. I hate to do this so soon, but I have a job for you. This stencil is from when you repatriated? What's the other mark from?
A clingy woman in a cave.
I see. Aphenphosmphobia. No wonder you were out there alone, where no one could touch you. I'll try to be more careful, Sam. So, the job is an urgent delivery. I need you to bring the president some morphine.
What president? America's gone. You talking about the mayor of Central Knot?
No, not the mayor. America lives on, Sam. The president is in the final stages of cancer, in critical condition, but there's still time.
Why me?
Look, Sam. Do as I ask, and I promise it will all make sense.
Why don't you do it?
Because I'm not really here. Apologies. This is just a chiralgram. And here, come the tears. Allergic reaction to the chiral transmission. I'm actually over in the isolation ward in the big triangle building. Here is the morphine. Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
Come on, you got morphine there. What's this about? Tell me the truth.
The truth, Sam, is that America's last president wants to see you in person. Are you really about to say no? Very good. I'll see you in the isolation ward.
So, but it's stutter there. One big stutter. I can't discount if it was like an update in the background on Steam. I'll have to check that after this cutscene ends.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Let me just check quickly and see if there was an update that came through. There was, yeah, it was Steam VR. So yeah, so that stutter is nothing to do with the actual game. It is just the bloody Yeah, Steam being a pain in the arse with that. But yeah, no, there was an issue there now with the DLSS that I didn't notice. Now, a lot of the ambient occlusion, there was like a bit of banding through some of the ambient occlusion around Sam's hair and inside the briefcase. So that's interesting. I don't recall if that was with the DLSS implementation before. So there we go. We spotted one big tech change or big tech issue after all this time, with everything else being fairly solid. So source it out.
Access to delivery terminal denied.
Let's go and deliver this and then we'll head off.
Have a pleasant journey.
Which way is it we're going? Over that way. Okay, we'll place a marker. What is it? Oh yeah. Ah, there's a slide. Was that slide always there?
Check the map on your cufflinks if you're lost, Sam. The isolation word should be pretty obvious.
Way ahead of you, Deadman.
Get there, you can set markers and draw routes too. Try it out and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah, the route stuff was pretty cool. I remember doing the route stuff like you like plotting your movements. So Wait, what does it remove all markers? Hold square. Okay, so yeah, if we go like there, then there, then there. Mark it down like that. You know, I thought some of the stuff. The game has like a lot of really cool mechanics, and again, the general delivery stuff is like really cool to deal with, and I kind of wish.
Sam, if you want to confirm you're headed the right way,
oh my God,
check
shut
your
up.
compass. It'll never steer you wrong. Provided you have a destination, that is.
Thank you, Deadman. L1 to enter compass mode, yeah, okay. Jump between markers. Using keyboard press B again to leave compass mode. Yeah, as I always said back then at the PS4 Pro release, it just felt like the action sequences got in the way of like what could have been really interesting.
Central wasn't just home to Bridges HQ. It was also the seat of the Reconstructionist movement. If the president hadn't required special treatment, she would have never left. And if she hadn't, we wouldn't have either.
That and Kojima's constant love of having radio interrupt you. At least it isn't as bad as the God, why have I forgotten the name of the thing from Metal Gear? But yeah, that isn't just an intercom, is it? Or something else.
Vital signs are all trending the same way.
No chance of a recovery then?
None that I can see. No.
We should start making preparations.
Sam. It's me, Deadman. Sorry, my mistake. I'm afraid the president's condition has deteriorated. Thank you. This will help to ease the pain. And allow her to speak with you in these final moments.
Her?
The first and last female president of the United States. Surely you remember her. She raised you? You're not exactly dressed for a reunion. Take that off before you come inside.
love getting 52 likes for delivering morphine to the dying president who seems to be like my mother of some sort. It's certainly a choice for screen right after that little cutscene.
That's the president's right-hand man, the director of bridges.
Die Hardman?
Oh, you were with Bridges 1? So, I guess no introductions are necessary.
What's it been, Sam? 10 years? Look at us. A bunch of deathless freaks meeting like this. Yeah, well, good to see you two. President's waiting. It's your mother, Bridget. She's a bit out of it, but I know she'll recognize you.
Madam President, we've brought Sam. We'll leave you two alone.
Sam, I knew you'd come back. Are you doing all right? Yeah, I know you hate me. Amelie.
Amelie?
You remember Amelie went west. Took her 3 years to cross. She's trying to rebuild the country.
Still going on about that, huh?
You're the one I wanted to send, Sam. Time's running out. Help Amelie. She needs you. Together, you can help us reconnect. You can make America whole. Sam, if we don't all come together again, humanity will not survive.
We don't need a country. Not anymore.
We do. Alone, we have no future.
No, America's finished. Bridget, you're the president of jack shit.
Sam, listen to me. Please. So you are willing to help me?
No, I...
I love you, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Madam President! Oh, no.
Doctor, we need your help.
All hands on deck here. Ceasing V-fib. Give me 150 cc's. She's not responding.
Stay with me. Madam President.
This is dropping. Hold on. We're losing her. I'm a death.
Listen, no one can know that the president is dead. If word gets out, Bridges is finished. Now, what happened here does not leave this room. Do you understand?
Yes, Director. But there's still the matter of the body. Without corpse disposal.
We've got that covered. Sam, before she died, the president made a contract with you.
What are you talking about?
As a member of Bridges, you're gonna work with the rest of us to rebuild America.
You think you can recruit me? Like she tried to?
Well, she succeeded. Look at your wrist. If that's not symbolic, I don't know what is.
Director, the cancer spread throughout her entire body. Harvesting organs is out of the question, and there is no need for an autopsy. Her body needs to be cremated before she necrotizes.
And if we don't, this place will turn into another crater.
What do you want me to do?
We don't have any porters right now. And the CD team you went into the field with are dead. But the president's body has to be burned.
The road from Capital Knot City to the incinerator was compromised in the void out. Now, the only way there is on foot, through the mountains. But the chiral density there is off the chart. It's gotta be BTs.
This job has requirements. Tombs. Repatriate.
So me. Why?
Sam, you're already on the clock.
Now get it done, Sam Porter Bridges. Can I have a moment? President Strand believed in American Reconstructionism. She worked tirelessly to bring the nation together again. And without her, there would be no Bridges. She deserves a funeral with full honors. But we can't give her that. If she dies, America dies.
Without her, Bridges will cease to be.
Listen. Her cremation must be carried out with the utmost secrecy.
Even if we pull it off, what then? Who's gonna take her place? Face it, America's history.
Sam, America isn't dead yet.
He just said that it dies if Bridget dies.
She may be lost to us, but we still have an America worthy of the presidency.
Sorry, what?
Let's not get into it now. What matters is that we're going to finish your mother's work and rebuild America as she intended. That's the reason Bridges exists. So take the first step, Sam, and deliver the president's body to the incinerator.
If we don't all come together again, humanity will not survive. You're the one I wanted to send, Sam. Time's running out. I love you, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
The facilities to the southwest. Remember that you'll be passing through BT territory.
We built the incinerator way up in the mountains so that the chiral matter in the smoke wouldn't reach the city. It won't be easy carrying a body up there.
We'll be monitoring you around the clock. If anything comes up, we'll offer you support via the cufflinks.
Alright, well, there we go then. I guess we'll leave Sam with his dead mother, the former American president, but current American president, to save America. The America that doesn't exist anymore, according to Sam, but you know, is still worth saving, according to Deadman and Die Hardman. I'm shaking my head. Yeah, it certainly goes places, that's for sure. But yeah, tech-wise, you know, it seems fine. No drops at all. The one drop was because of my bloody PC installed in the Steam VR update, and just a bit of ambient inclusion problems here and there, a bit of banding, but at least having the default DLSS have the fixed particle trails, it's all good. So yeah, I'm excited to see now what Digital Foundry makes of this. If they even talk about it now, they might leave it until the Intel XeSS stuff releases for the full proper comparison between FSR. But does this game have FSR 2.0? Oh, okay, we can really get in here on the Dead President. Wonderful.
Don't mind me.
Okay, sure, I won't mind you, Sam.
Getting to the incinerator will be anything but move
Yeah.
around it.
Yeah. Right, okay, I don't care about planning the route right now. Which one is it for? System. Right, there we go. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just, it doesn't say whether it's FSR. No, it's 1.0. So I don't know if they're going to implement 2.0 as well, but that, I mean, that's going to be cool if they do, to have FSR 2.0, DLSS, and XeSS all in the same game will be neat. We're going to see actual comparison places do it, but, yeah. It's still Death Stranding. It still runs well on PC. It still runs really well on PC. And it is what it is. I'm going to have to force myself to play through this fully, aren't I? And to at least record it or stream it too, aren't I? Just for my own sanity for the future. Right, well, I guess that's something to task myself with for after the Muse gig. What'll happen first? The GTA trilogy, Definitive Edition trilogy getting patched properly on PC, or me finishing Death Stranding? It's a tough call. I wouldn't like to take a bet on it either way. Right, I'm off. That's that. I'm really. Who would have guessed? I'd be so happy that the crypto biotes no longer have a trail. It's an amazing work of humanity that we've got this far. Terrific. Please drop a like and a subscribe if you end up liking this in the future. Would appreciate it. Thank you. Good night.